1-800-831-8611.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
"21 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I'm a pretty simple guy, Robin.
Yeah.
Whenever I get bummed out, I just watch a video of a dog chasing something, anything. And exactly, I'll do that. I'll laugh and I'll say, oh, the world ain't so bad, you know?
Yeah.
Life isn't that easy, though, right? Dr. Daniel G. Amen is on the phone. He's a physician, a double board-certified psychiatrist, the founder of Amen Clinics, and a New York Times bestselling author. In fact, this book we're going to talk to you about is #1 right now on Amazon. I just looked it up. It's called Feel Better Fast and Make It Last. Unlock your brain's healing potential to overcome negativity, anxiety, anger, stress, and trauma. And see if I was going to mark through some of those. I think anxiety and stress are mine. I'm not too bad with anger. I don't know that I have any trauma, and I'm really not a negative person, but I got 2 on the list here that I need to talk to Dr. Amen about. Good morning, Dr. Amen. It's an honor to have you on our show. Good morning.
Thank you so much. What a joy to be with you.
Where are you calling from? Is it snowing where you are?
No, we're having fires where I am.
Oh, you're in California?
Southern California.
Oh,
yeah.
My gosh. And where is Northern or Southern California?
I'm in Southern California.
Oh, see, I have a brother there, and I have some friends up in the northern part, and I'm worried about everybody. You guys, that's horrible fires out there.
It is. You know, as beautiful as California is, we have fires, floods, and earthquakes, and this is the time of year for fires, and it's so sad. And one of my patients actually lost her home in a fire, and she called me up, and she's like, I need drugs. And I'm like, well, let's talk about this first. And half an hour later,
what a great lead-in.
She was feeling much better. I mean, you know, I can drug your brain into submission. The problem is if I start them, it's really hard to stop them. There's so many other things you can do.
Okay, and I kind of mentioned my little trick, and I was being silly. I'm trying to do a radio show, so I try to be silly a little bit, but I was also being honest. I've had moments where I felt bummed out by something or other, and then I'm not kidding. I can watch a silly video, and it makes me feel better. Or something like Seinfeld. Seinfeld he doesn't know how much of a doctor he is for me. He just makes me laugh. So, you know, that's what works for me. Maybe not for everybody.
Well, and you want to know what works for you. In the book, there's something called the ultimate brain-based therapy. It's flooding all 5 of your senses at once with happiness. And so by listening to Seinfeld or watching the dog video, you're putting happiness into your brain, and you're just more likely to feel better. So there are things you can see, like images of nature, hear, so something that makes you laugh, or music, or rain, or the sound of the ocean. There are things you can smell to make yourself feel better fast. There are things you can eat, although that can be problematic for some people. And even taking a sauna has been shown, this was published in JAMA Psychiatry, that one episode of the sauna actually helped treat depression. And so there's so many of these simple things you can do that make you feel better fast.
Oh, my gosh. I kind of had this example not too long ago. We went to Disney, and, you know, Disney takes a long time. You're exhausted by the time you're done with that thing. And then all the Lyft and Uber cars, they were just driving me nuts. So I was so high anxiety, right? We got back to the hotel. We went into the pool, and everything went away. The pool was like, it was kind of like warm water. It just was, okay, this made me feel so much better. But you know what I always think? I always think that I'm being too simple. Like somebody who has like clinical depression, I don't know that my little techniques are going to help them.
Well, they will certainly help. It may not fix the problem, but there's so many natural things. So head-to-head against antidepressants, walking like you're late for 45 minutes 4 times a week has been found to be equally effective. Taking fish oil has been found to be equally effective. And learning not to believe every stupid thing you think, so I call them killing the ants, the automatic negative thoughts that steal your happiness, has been found to be equally effective to antidepressants. But, when you go to your family doctor and you say, I'm depressed, he doesn't have the training or she doesn't have the training, and so she'll write out a prescription for Prozac or Lexapro or whatever. And they're not telling you, if you start this, it may be years before you stop it.
Can we go back to killing the ants? Because I like what you said there, but I'm thinking it's easier said than done. How do you stop those negative things you tell yourself?
So in the book, I have this idea called tiny habits. What's the smallest thing you can do today to make the biggest difference? And it's not easier said than done. Being sick is hard. Being healthy is easy. You just got to have the right plan. And so whenever you feel sad or mad or nervous or out of control, write down what you're thinking. So for me, it might be my wife never listens to me. And so you just write it down, and then you go, is it true? Can I absolutely know that that's true? And what I have a technique where I take the thought that's bothering me, my wife never listens to me, turn it to the opposite, my wife does listen to me, and go, oh, well, that is true. And I can come up with all these examples where the opposite of the thought that tortures me is actually true. So you learn not to believe all the stupid stuff that runs through your head. Seinfeld, since you brought him up, actually said the brain is a sneaky organ. We all have weird, crazy, stupid, sexual, violent thoughts that nobody should ever hear. But learning how to challenge your thoughts has been found to be as effective as antidepressant medication.
If you write them down, do you throw them away? If your wife finds that piece of paper, you're done.
And is that what brain scans do? They will tell you some of the thoughts and things. You even mentioned that brain scans could almost predict Alzheimer's years before it happens.
So at Amen Clinics, I have 8 clinics around the country. We look at the brain. So if you came to see us and you said, I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I can't remember things, one of the first things we do is we'll look at how your brain works. And if it's healthy, we celebrate. And if it's not, which is most of the time when people come to see us, we work on fixing it through diet, exercise, supplements, sometimes medications. And when your brain is better, you're better. So we are honoring the fact that, we really shouldn't call these mental illnesses. They're brain illnesses. And when you get your brain right, your mind is better.
So this is really probably a deeper question than we have time for, but could these techniques be used by, let's say somebody's posting all these crazy things on Facebook and they really look like they're heading down the road to being a mass shooter. Could the family of that person take some of the information in the book and help that person not go down that road?
Well, we've actually scanned, because of court cases, a number of school shooters. And their brains are terrible. And nobody talks about that, right? It's video games or it's our culture, it's the president. And it's like, no, it's their brain. And they often have had head trauma or some sort of toxic exposure. And we have scanned many people who were violent, like say in their house, treated them, and we keep them out of jail or keep them out of situations. Now, it's not always the case, but, our success rate is very high because we look at your brain before we actually go about treating it.
As I mentioned in the opening, this book is #1 right now on Amazon in the health category. It's #6 in the health category for Audible books. Oh, wow, look at that. It's number 15 in the category of emotions, and I found it on Amazon. Do you have a different website you want to recommend?
So people can go to amenclinics.com and learn more about my work, or they can find the book at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, anywhere where great books are sold.
Okay. Dr. Amen, thank you for that insight. I think I'll be using some of your information. Next time I have road rage, I'll be telling, I'll be doing some of those things. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The folks at Honey Baked Ham remind us that now is the time to make your holiday entertaining plans. The holidays are coming up fast. Reserve your ham, turkey now. What about all the parties and gatherings? Honey Baked Ham is the answer there, too. They cater for intimate meetings or large parties. Again, reserve now. Honey Baked Ham is located on Southwest 27th Avenue behind Best Buy. Stop in or call 352-861-0011. Again, 861-0011. Honey Baked Ham, the world's best ham, turkey, roast beef, sides, desserts. Friends, countrymen, tourists, and Ocalans, lend me your ears. Hey, speaking of ears, there is an opportunity for you to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Call 352-266-2859. The Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary is affectionately known as EARS.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Who comes at you first with all the best holiday decorating ideas? It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, of course. Just take a listen to the outstanding values Bob offers for early Christmas shoppers. Great new selection of living potted Christmas trees, gorgeous robin blue cedar, and Carolina blue sapphire. Prices starting as low as $19.99. Christmas cactus are available this week. 4.5-inch size foil wrap, just $3.99, and many larger sizes are available. Thousands of sun and shade-loving camellias, perfect for your home or Christmas giving. Prices starting at just $9.99. Gift certificates, too, get up to $60 free when you get them. And for Veterans Day all this week, Bob is giving a 20% discount to veterans. So come early, come often. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. Florida's machine recount is done, and Ron DeSantis will be Florida's next governor. But the races for U.S. Senator and Agriculture Commissioner are headed for a manual recount.
Senator Bill Nelson still trails Rick Scott by more than 12,000 votes, but there are tens of thousands of ballots with no vote in the Senate race. Recount attorney Mark Elias says that may be the result of machine error that will be discovered in a manual recount.
In Broward County alone, there were 23,000 such ballots, which is a suspiciously large number that suggests that the machines, for one reason or another, were unable to accurately read the Senate race.
Nelson's team is also hoping to pick up votes from provisional and absentee ballots rejected because of signature mismatches. Those voters have until Saturday to fix their ballots. Rick Flagg, Tallahassee.
SpaceX successfully sent a communications satellite into orbit yesterday for the nation of Qatar. Launch was on schedule yesterday afternoon.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Moments after the first stage touchdown on the drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, which was parked off the Florida coast, the booster will be inspected and set up for a third launch for a mission to be determined. An 80-year-old man has died after suffering from an undefined medical incident while driving south on I-75, causing his car to leave the roadway and hit a tree. The man is identified as John Kelly of the Villages. Kelly was driving a 2011 Nissan Altima with his wife, identified as 72-year-old Beth Kelly. The accident occurred near the Orange Lake exit about 1 mile away. Both were transported to Florida Hospital Ocala, where Mr. Kelly was pronounced deceased. Beth Kelly received minor injuries, according to the report. Troopers say the couple were coming from a doctor's appointment in Gainesville and on their way home. The 15-year-old Florida boy accused of killing his mother after an argument over a bad grade will be prosecuted as an adult, the state attorney's office said yesterday. A grand jury indicted Gregory Ramos of DeBarry yesterday for first-degree premeditated murder in the slaying of his mother, Gail Clevenger, who was 46 years old, earlier this month. Ramos has also been charged with tampering with the crime scene and abuse of a dead body. He will be transferred to an adult court where he will be tried, state attorney R.J. Lariza said during a news conference. Investigators said the boy confessed to strangling his mother after they got into a fight over a D he received in a class. He then allegedly buried his mother's body beneath a fire pit at River City Church in DeBarry. They said he then called two friends to help hide her body and stage a robbery at his home. The two friends, both 17 years old, are also in custody and have been charged with accessory after the fact on a capital felony. For months, members of the panel investigating Florida's high school massacre have called the sheriff's deputy assigned to guard the campus a coward for hiding and not rushing inside in an attempt to stop the shooter. Given an opportunity to confront his critics yesterday, the now retired Broward Sheriff's Deputy Scott Peterson sent his attorney instead before the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Commission. Attorney Joseph DeRusso III told the 14-member panel he had filed a lawsuit hours earlier attempting to block their subpoena. DeRusso dropped a copy of the lawsuit on the lectern and then walked away. They believe if Peterson had confronted the gunman and engaged him in a shootout, he would have killed him or given others more time to reach safety. Is a Facebook friend the same as a regular friend? The answer from the Florida Supreme Court is no.
A Florida law firm filed a motion to disqualify the judge presiding over their case because he's a Facebook friend of one of the rival attorneys. They claim that friendship could influence the judge and jeopardize their client's right to a fair trial. But the Florida Supreme Court says a friendship on Facebook is not the same as a traditional friendship, so that alone is not a good enough reason to disqualify the judge. Justice Jorge Labarga agreed with the decision, but he also urged judges not to participate in Facebook or to shut down their existing accounts because of the appearance of impropriety. Rick Flagg, Tallahassee.
Officials at the Florida Wildlife Commission are asking boaters to slow down and keep an eye out for manatees. Carol Knox at the FWC says this is the time of year the gentle giants migrate to warmer water.
They've been out in the summer feeding and getting ready, and now they're going to be moving towards natural springs or power plants where they can find warmer water in order to survive through the winter.
There are at least 6,600 manatees in Florida waters, but this has been one of their deadliest years on record, 741 so far, 200 of which may be related to red tide. Disney World says they are replacing PhotoPass photographers with automated cameras at select character meet and greet locations. A Disney spokesperson has confirmed at those locations, guests would have their picture taken by several cameras installed at the spot. After the photos are taken, guests will be able to view them at a nearby kiosk. They can then scan their magic bands to capture the photos, just like at ride photo locations. The automated cameras are expected to begin early next year, according to the Disney spokesperson, with 9 locations making the switch. Locations with the automated cameras include Town Square Theater in the Magic Kingdom and Adventures Outpost in Disney's Animal Kingdom. PhotoPass photographers will still be at other locations throughout Disney World. And Ocala kicks off the holiday season tomorrow at its 35th annual Light Up Ocala event held in the downtown area of the city. Began in 1983, the holiday kickoff festival culminates with the dramatic lighting of downtown Ocala. Ocala Community Events Manager Jeff Engelhardt said that more than 100 employees will work to help with the event. The event typically attracts between 20,000 and 25,000 people each year. This year's event will provide music, food, movies, a parade, costumes, dancers, and a living Whoville. Plus, Santa Claus will make an appearance at Citizens Circle at City Hall. There will be 28 food vendors and roughly 60 other vendors. A map of their locations can be found on the city's website. Even with the new parking garage, there will still be parking congestion, and for that reason, the city has arranged shuttle service from 2 off-site parking areas. The shuttled parking lots are at Marion Technical College at 1614 114 Southeast Fort King Street, and the Riley Arts Center at 500 Northeast 9th Street. Shuttles will begin to run around 3:45 p.m. The event begins at 4 p.m. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
A nice weekend is in store for our area. Lots of sunshine on this Friday, but a cool day. Highs will be stuck in the 60s this afternoon. A clear, chilly Friday night. Upper 30s in the coldest inland spots. Low to mid 50s along the coast. A nice day tomorrow with lots of sunshine, becoming a bit warmer. High 72 to 76. And on Sunday, sunshine, some clouds, and pleasant. The high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
AC units in Florida take a beating, even in winter. To keep your AC in ace condition, call Ace AC of Ocala today. And for a limited time, you can save $30 on your Ace of a Deal maintenance plan. Visit aceairfl.com for details and save $30 off your regular low price using code WOCA30 or call 352-247-4087 to get your AC in ace condition with Ace AC of Ocala.
'Tis the season to be merry at the Appleton Museum of Art's annual Family Day, Saturday, December 1st from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Celebrate the Urban Family Holiday Exhibit with decorated trees, the beloved Dickens Village, Nutcracker Collection, and more. Stop by the art space for holiday art-making projects and visit the second floor to see trees decorated by community organizations. From 1 till 3 p.m., take carriage rides, have photos taken with Santa, and enjoy light refreshments, all free of charge. The Appleton is located on East Silver Springs Boulevard in Ocala. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
America's built and based on liberties and freedoms. Liberty HealthShare brings that to healthcare. The liberty of choosing your own doctor. The liberty of choosing your own hospital. Liberty HealthShare makes healthcare affordable to millions of Americans. Light your liberty, starting at $199 for a single, $399 for a couple. And no matter how big the family, only $529. That's $529 for the entire family. To find out how you can save, go to lightyourliberty.com. That's lightyourliberty.com.
The Gentle Giants of the Chicken Run. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Welcome to the All In for Citrus podcast. There's a new resource available that brings all of Florida's citrus research together, delivering it right to you on your computer, phone, or tablet. Introducing the All In for Citrus podcast from UF IFAS in partnership with Southeast AgNet. The monthly series spans the Sunshine State with research project updates from the UF IFAS statewide citrus team. Listen to the latest episode by searching All In for Citrus on iTunes, your favorite podcasting application, or at citrusindustry.net.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us.
All of us.
You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food.
You're going to need our determination, our compassion.
You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring.
And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Today, 4-H is growing the next generation of leaders. Support us at 4h.org.
If you're looking for a gentle Bigfoot in your chicken pen that also makes for one of the best mothers of all time, look no further than the Cochin chicken. This beautiful big breed of chicken makes for a wonderful pet. Cochins originally came from China, passed through Europe, and eventually came to North America during the 1840s and 50s. They're undoubtedly one of the largest breeds of chickens you'll ever have in your chicken coop. The hens weigh in at about 8 pounds, while the roosters can often tip the scales at 11 pounds. They can often look even more substantial than that because of their very fluffy feathers. Cochins are very child-friendly and somewhat submissive to other birds. Cochin hens are very broody girls and make excellent mothers. You can incubate well over a dozen eggs under these big hens, and they do a fabulous job taking care of them from the moment they get the eggs to the day they are ready to fly the coop. Cochins fare very well in cold weather thanks to their dense feathers. They won't do very well in the warmer months, however, because of their very dense feathers. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is
Midday with Joe.
Calm down, kids. Calm down.
Calm down. I'm
Calm
excited.
down. I got some toys to tell you about.
It's Friday. I'm going to go see John Tesh tonight.
5 o'clock.
If you hadn't won a ticket from us, go see him. There we go.
That's
Give
right.
a bunch of tickets away. I'm sorry if you didn't win, but you can go get your own tickets and go there tonight at 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
In the Villages.
God, you got like an
Village.
attitude. What's the matter?
I got attitude today.
You look sharp, though.
Thank you. I use Gillette.
You do. You look real sharp.
Product placement. All right.
See,
So
Robin's
send us
a
money.
psychologist. See, Robin knows how to take care of you.
Take what?
Nothing.
What?
I said nothing.
Defuse what?
I said nothing.
I know nothing. I see nothing. All right, Schultz.
All right, you know what I have? I have a fun thing today.
You do?
I have toys. The top-selling toy of each decade from 1950 to today.
Oh, nice.
52. I was a year old.
Well, 1950.
I wasn't born yet.
Right.
Oh, the twinkle in my daddy's eye. Way back then, in the time of the motorcycle.
So I'm just gonna tell you what the top toy was and what year it was the top toy, and you just kind of talk about it, right? 1950. The best-selling toy of 1950 was Fisher-Price Little People.
Never heard of it.
Really? They go way back to
Oh,
1950?
Little People. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Yes.
I didn't know they went back to 1950, the Little
There
People.
you go.
Right.
There you are.
1951.
Ah, there we go.
Top-selling toy was the Popeye Cartoon Kit Color Forms.
Oh, I loved color forms. I played with color forms. They were the non-destructive, creative, what you wanted to do with peel and stick the vinyl on the other vinyl, and and then they stick on top of the other one, and you all done. You put them all away, and then when you put them away, you didn't just throw them in the drawer, because on that piece of paper they had like these little cutouts where each one would fit perfectly.
Right, I remember
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Memory. Oh man, I could see it. I had a lot of hours of fun with that stuff.
Did you have the Popeye one?
I probably did. I had a bunch of them.
Wow.
I had a bunch of those. Yeah.
The number one toy of 1952, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, 52, huh?
Yeah.
Without the body, right?
Yeah, that was
just
when
the
you had to
eyes.
use a real potato. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it had a body. It just
Oh, it
didn't.
did?
It didn't have a real. You had to use a real potato.
That's the body.
Yeah.
The rest was the eyes, and we call those the accessories: the ears, the eyes, and
In
right.
the mouth and the lips.
And
Yeah,
did he
you
have
had to
a
use
pipe or
real
not?
potato.
Yeah.
I think he had a pipe.
He had a pipe.
Yeah. They had legs.
Yeah, he had a
he
body.
legs.
No, he didn't have a body. That's the potato.
The potato was the head.
No, that was just the body and the head together. It didn't have. It didn't.
There was no plastic piece that stuck up to the bottom and was the body.
Was the bottom from the waist down?
Mm-hmm. No, from the neck down.
Not that I know of. I don't remember that. Do you, Robin?
No.
Oh, I just remember two
There were the
legs and
ladies
the
from
arms go to the
Ocala
side.
Eye.
And you
There's
stuck
Shannon
the,
and Nikki.
stuck the big nose in there and the mustache or not?
Yeah, they had a nose and mustache. It was a potato head.
A head, right.
Right. But
no body.
No, the body was a piece of plastic that stuck up to the
I
bottom.
don't remember that.
I know, I hear that.
I ain't got no body.
Robin doesn't remember it either.
No, I just remember the potato head, and then you got all these little plastic pieces, and you got to stick them in and make them look silly.
Yeah.
All right, 1950.
We got to go Google that, Robin.
I think so.
Yeah.
50 what?
53.
Boy, we skipped the year. No, we didn't.
Do you see the body on there?
I see the little plastic piece on the bottom. Yes,
Is there a body on there, Robin?
Yeah, now I see.
I don't remember a body. I had let's see. Damn it, he's right. I really don't remember the body.
It's just you just.
I don't either. I just remember the pieces.
So adamant. I'm looking right at the picture.
Well, why didn't you tell me you were looking at the picture of it?
I did tell you I was looking at the picture.
No, you said it had a body on it. I said it had a head.
I'm looking at the picture, I said. I'm looking right at the picture.
And it changed too, though, didn't it? The
Yeah,
face
it did.
changed
Yeah, it did.
over the years. Well, just like Mickey Mouse, the face.
Number one toy of
Exactly.
1953
The hat changed too.
was Matchbox cars. 1953 Matchbox.
Oh
cars.
man, they've been around a long time.
Yeah, they're real metal.
Dan had a
ones back
zillion
then.
of those.
I used to love those.
That's one more than an oomph.
That's
My
1953.
brother still has his.
Yeah.
1950. Let's see. That was
Four.
53.
That was 53, but now we're up to
1954 was
Keep 'em straight, Robert.
Gumby. 1954 was Gumby.
Gumby was
Oh.
54, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be danged.
Wow.
And I wonder what the pony came in with him. I wonder.
Pokey the pony.
Pokey. She remembers the name.
I
said
do.
the
I
pony.
like him.
1955. Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
New Haven, Clinton, out of Connecticut somewhere. I went by the factory. A little hole in the wall. You would never.
Oh, my.
No, I'm sorry. That's not Play-Doh. I'm sorry. That was Silly Putty.
Oh,
That's what I'm
Silly
thinking.
Putty.
Or Silly Putty.
And in this morning's news, they have edible slime made out of Jell-O.
Yeah, just add water. And what really got me is, and don't forget, it has the consistency of slime. Who knows what the consistency of slime is?
Exactly.
Snot?
Ew.
1956.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember this one. Corn popper.
What, like Jiffy Pop?
I don't know.
Maybe it was a Jiffy.
Oh, it's that thing you push.
Oh, for the little
and it
children.
had the clear globe on top.
Right.
Pop, 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 pop. That was like the 3-year-olds. Okay.
Yeah, those were fun.
Those
I
are
liked
annoying.
those.
The top selling toy of 1950.
It was cute at first, but then if you try to do anything, all you hear is it's like a little dog in the corner barking forever.
1957, the biggest selling toy that year was the pogo stick.
Oh,
Ouch.
my.
You know how many boys sang soprano after that?
My cousins had those. They each had a pogo stick.
It amazed me how the newer ones with the big cylinder can take all the weight, and these guys go boom, and they flip over and go boom. I go,
Oh,
you
my.
gotta be kidding me.
Wow. I could never work those.
58?
58 was the hula hoop.
Really? Oh. I had a hula hoop for years and years, and it was stored. I kept it for posterity, right? Then I went to use it. It was so old it just disintegrated.
Oh, my
I should have
gosh.
just sold it or mine had the ridges in it. It wasn't smooth. It had the ridges in it.
Oh, my gosh.
Who was the lady we had in here that was the hula hoop on American Idol?
Diane Barnard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was on
Diane Barnard.
America's Greatest, or whatever it's
America's
called.
Got
Well, I
Talent.
just seen
yeah.
she's 40 years old, and I seen her, and she was doing the hula hoops, but she was in a bikini on the beach, but she was doing them in the air. I mean, she was really doing the hula hoop.
Nice.
Yes, it was.
1959, the biggest selling toy was the Barbie doll.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
In the classic black and white
I thought it was
striped
older
bathing
than
suit.
that.
Yep.
Well, it might be older than that, but this is the year it was the biggest
It was
seller.
the
of
biggest
Okay. So it was finally established.
Established.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why we skipped 60 and 61.
Those are the years I can't remember.
The G.I. Joe years.
So the next one I have is 63.
I can't remember that. I know it was there. I just never remember.
1963, biggest selling toy was the Easy Bake Oven.
Oh, my.
My cousins had that. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they let you eat
all
their
with an
stuff?
electric light bulb.
Yeah.
Now they can't do it anymore because they're all LEDs. What? It's not getting hot.
I know. Isn't that sad? That's very
1964, the G.I. Joe doll.
sad. Oh, my brother had that. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
And he had the Johnny 7 gun.
The Johnny 7 gun.
Yeah. It had like 7 different things on it. It had a rocket launcher and a grenade launcher and
A grenade launcher.
Eventually,
all of
we're going to get to a year that we have no clue about these toys because we're going to be too old for them.
Oh, okay.
And then
We'll get into Nintendo pretty soon. Yeah.
All right, 65 was the game Operation.
Oh, we all know that.
Right.
Oh, my cousins had that. That was fun.
Okay, I'm not steady enough anymore. Oh, ding, ding, ding. His nose lights up. Yeah.
1966 was the game Twister.
I like it.
Oh, okay.
I like the adult version.
Did you hear about the adult version we had this morning?
No, you had
the gross version. It was the gross
It was
version.
the gross
no, I like
It
the
was
adult
called Don't
version.
Step in It.
Oh, that was a green dot.
1967.
Oh, the brown dot, I should say.
1967. The biggest selling toy was the game Battleship.
Yes, I like that. I think I have an old set somewhere in the house. The old set Battleship. I like Battleship. Then I had a set I got for the kids, and I played with them as much. That was in the 70s. Was electronic Battleship. You put it in there and it went if you got it.
Oh, my gosh. That's
pretty
pretty
good.
cool.
And it went.
That is cool.
Oh, I never had that electronic.
Did you get paid for the sound effects?
No, I wish I did.
1968. The biggest selling toy that year was Hot Wheels.
Again.
No, it was Matchbox cars.
Oh, that's right. Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Hot
Hot
Wheels is the one that
Wheels.
went in the loops.
I don't know. Is that what it was? 68.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
they had that.
1969 was a chemistry set.
Oh, I love my chemistry set.
By
It
who?
was
Did it
great.
say by whom?
Um,
You know what?
Handy and Andy.
Oh, no.
That's
You know what I didn't see on there?
Huh.
The erector set. Gilbert's erector set. That would have been in the 50s and 60s.
Well, it might have been, but
fun.
it just wasn't the top selling
Not
toy.
the top seller.
Oh, yeah, that's out of New Haven, Connecticut. Yeah.
I had one of them too. I like that. That was fun to play with.
Yeah.
Build a building. 1970 was the Light Bright.
Are you serious?
My kids love that.
Yeah, we had that too. Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go. Now we're starting to lose track of these toys. 1971 was the Space Hopper. I don't remember that Space
I don't
Hopper.
remember that.
I don't know what it looked like, so I can help you.
It looked like a balloon you sit on with handlebars.
One handlebar or two?
Two.
Oh, down in the middle between your legs?
Yeah.
Oh,
We just called it the hopper.
Oh,
The
okay.
big gigantic ball with a handle.
1972, the biggest selling toy was the game Uno.
Uno, okay.
Oh, that was
That's
fun.
a card game, yeah.
I like that game.
And is it Crazy Eights? Is it the same game?
I don't know. I never played Crazy Eights. I've only played Uno, so I don't know.
1973, the biggest selling toy was a walkie-talkie set.
Really?
I used to love walkie-talkies.
Radio Shack, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1974, the Tonka toy truck was the biggest seller.
Was
Wow.
it? Back then, I wonder if it was still made of steel.
Probably, yeah. 74? Yeah, probably. 1975, oh my gosh. The Pet Rock was the number one selling toy.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh, what a waste of money that one was.
But you wish you had the idea.
I know.
Yeah, because it came in its little box and
Oh,
everything.
I remember in the crate and all that.
Yeah, it wasn't in Gimbals up in Milwaukee. It was in the high-end
Somebody
stores.
was selling cans of air from different areas. So yeah.
I got one of those for Christmas one year from TJ, New York Air.
Did you open it?
No, I did not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
still sealed. I'm not going to open it.
1976, the biggest selling toy was the game Connect 4.
That's where you drop them down. Right?
Yeah.
Drop them down like
That was
little
fun.
coins.
1977 was Star Wars figurines, of course.
Of course, yes, Star Wars.
1978 was Simon.
What?
Simon. That was the 4 colors.
Oh, Simon said. Oh, Simon. Yeah,
Simon, that was fun.
That was it was not fun. No.
You had to pay attention in
Beep
that
beep
game.
beep. Okay, I got it. Beep beep. Boop 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 boop. No.
All right, 1979 is the year the world changed when Atari was the best-selling
Yeah,
game.
I knew it got to be
yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Wow.
Atari.
Atari. Yeah, I had that.
1980 was Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's. Really?
Uh-huh.
And now magicians do it.
1981 was the Lego Train. Never
Don't
heard.
even know about that one.
Oh,
There
I
you
don't
go.
remember that one.
Now we're going in uncharted waters.
Yeah, now we're not young enough to like him and not old enough to have kids, right? Oh, did you have
Oh,
kids?
no,
We have grandkids.
Oh, that's right, yeah,
I
yeah.
had 1977 and 1979 was TJ
Yeah,
and
we had
Shannon's
grandkids.
birthdays.
Never mind, sorry.
Birth years.
1982 was the BMX bicycle.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're getting a little more pricey now. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
little more pricey.
Yep.
And I'll just stop at this one. 1983 was the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, that was a biggie.
Oh, that was a frenzy.
I took my daughter, and one of the boys got dragged along to Cleveland, Georgia. And that is where Cabbage Patch Hospital is. And you actually see the Cabbage Patch get born. You walk in, they had the hospital wards, and then you go into the Cabbage Patch.
30.
And then with the Cabbage Patch, there's all the doctors with the masks on and everything. And the cabbage opens, and here comes the Cabbage Patch. And they put gift certificate, birth certificate on it and everything.
Wow.
Hey, thanks for listening to Ocala Live. Have one heck of a good afternoon and a good weekend. This is WOCA Ocala.
Midday with Joe.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The big wildfire in Northern California is nearly half contained now, and there's rain in the forecast next week. Guy Bill is one of the thousands who've lost their homes.
The generosity and the love that I've seen come forth, it's overbearing. It really is.
At least 63 people have died, with more than 600 on a list of people considered missing. The White House is ordered by a federal judge to give CNN reporter Jim Acosta his pass back to get in the building. It was stripped after a heated exchange with President Trump, during which a White House aide tried to take the microphone away. Acosta says after the judge's ruling,
I just want to say something very briefly, and that is I want to thank all of my colleagues in the press who supported us this week. And I want to thank the judge for the decision he made today. And Let's go back to work.
The ruling's not meant to be permanent. There's still a lawsuit pending over these credentials being stripped. This is Fox News.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload.